What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Mon-El. Is Mon-El the Daxam Prince? Is Mon-El part of the Legion of Superheroes? Or is Mon-El actually the Prince's guard like he wants you to believe? So I've been doing a lot of research over the past week on who Mon-El is. I've rewatched a couple of Supergirl episodes to kind of cross-reference some ideas that I've got. So this is my most in-depth theory video I've ever done on the Warstu channel. So Mon-El is meant to be from Daxam, but considering he's only just come to Earth 38 within the Supergirl show, he speaks very good English, but if you remember, he said English is his second language. He gets confused sometimes by our slurs and kind of sayings, but I just think it's a massive act. So, second point, Mon-El appears to have travelled to many different Earths, seen as he spoke about many different planets and aliens within this show. During an episode, Mon-El spoke to Kara and said this: I heard you survived a fight with Drager. Obviously, Drager's from Warworld. And he said, I saw him fight on Warworld when I was guarding the royal family. Drager took a blade to the left leg. And this is the important part. I'll try and overlay a clip of it if I can. What he did, he paused. But wait, was Mon-El looking for an excuse during the scene to think of an excuse? Because if you see, he paused and then he came up with this excuse. And then we come back to one of the first episodes of season 2. The Kryptonian ship that Mon-El arrived in, it just does not add up to me, to be honest. It's the exact same one as Superman, Clark, Supergirl, Kara. They were the last surviving souls of Krypton. So how does Mon-El arrive in a ship that looks identical to Kara's ship? Is he part of the Legion of Doom? Legion of Superheroes. Is he from the future? That to me is the only thing that kind of makes sense. It just does not add up. And also, if you've read the comics, I've done a bit of research, as my Supergirl, Superboy, Superman isn't the best. But within the comics, the Daxamite race have a lead allergy in the comics. So this doesn't make sense. So during the part of this season when Mon-El and Supergirl were locked up by Katniss, aka Lillian Luthor, she shot him with a special lead bullet, which, if they are portraying the show like the comics, he would have bled out from lead poisoning. But hang on a minute, he didn't. All it took was an ice pack to solve the antidote for lead poisoning, because Daxamites, they have a lead poison issue. So unless he's from, I don't know, the Legion of Superheroes and he's got the antidote, or the Legion of Superheroes is the only reason that makes any sense that he's got the antidote, because he's from the 30th century. So let's go to point 6 on my notes. So the Dominator bowed to him during, I think it was the Kevin Smith episode. Is this an act of respect for the Daxam Prince, or does he have some kind of agreement with him because he's part of the Legion of Superheroes? This can be backed up due to an episode in season 1, episode 15, called Solitude, where we've seen a cheeky wink to the superheroes, to the Legion of Superheroes, because we've seen the Legion of Superheroes flight ring, which each member of the Legion of Superheroes has a flight ring. And we also seen this ring appear on the Flash between Earth 1 and Earth 2. You know, when we're running, we've seen like an image of the flight ring. I'll try and overlay a picture if I can. So that's a lot of evidence to suggest that Superboy could be part of the Legion of Superheroes, because he's clearly hiding something. And also, this is a very vital important about this theory. When Mon-El first woke up, he kicked the absolute living shit into Kara and everyone in sight. He could jump so high he was almost flying. But hang on a minute, let's go forward. Now in the TV show, he's being trained by Supergirl. Obviously, Supergirl is more powerful than Superboy. I'm not stating that. What I'm saying is he's gone from being able to fight to not being able to fight. It just does not add up. And another thing that doesn't add up is whenever Kara's not around, he can fight. I'm not saying he's a good fighter, but he can fight. So he got into a fight with like Cyborg Superman. He does a lot of heroic stuff whenever Kara is not around. So what is he hiding? Is he the prince? Is he a guard? Is he actually one of the members of Legion of Superhero? But wait, the evidence doesn't stop here. So if Mon-El is part of the Legion of Superheroes, it's clear that he was sent to Earth 38 to protect Supergirl. I do believe his feelings for Supergirl are real because as far as my knowledge, Superboy and Supergirl in the comics did have some sexual romance at some point. So every time he goes to protect her during the Supergirl Lives episode, the Kevin Smith episode, where Kara told him to go to the DEO and get help, but he didn't. He popped through to protect her. So he's definitely hiding something. Is he part of the Legions of Superheroes? Is he actually from the future? Or is he the Daxam Prince? Or is he just a bodyguard that's kind of like shading out a lot of other things? I mean, it's hard to tell because Supergirl is kind of really inconsistent with what they're doing. But for me, the only reason that I'm actually watching Supergirl is the Mon-El storyline is insane. And also we've got these two aliens who are hunting down Mon-El, who I think they're Mon-El's father and mother. Which is pretty cool, actually. I'm really liking this kind of theory. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, is he part of the Legion of Superheroes? Is he actually the Daxam Prince? Or is he just the Prince's bodyguard? Or is he no one? Or is it just the show fucking with you? Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, and drop all your comments down below. What are you thinking about the Legion of Superheroes kind of theory? And I will see you in another video shortly, which is going to be a Gorilla Grodd versus Savitar, kind of the Flash, kind of when it comes back after the break kind of video, updated version from when I did my first one in December. So it will be just an updated version on some newer things that I think is potentially coming up. So guys, I'll catch you in another one. Peace out.